Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today on a map I haven't cast before, it is Glittering Ashes, featuring Trap and Serral from Pigfest. Thank you very much for Pig for releasing the replays. Go ahead and check him out at Twitch and YouTube. The links are in the description. He is an excellent Australian caster that casts professional tournaments all the time. Let him know that Falcon sent you by leaving a comment. Top right, we have Trap. And in the bottom left of Glittering Ashes, we have a Red Zerg player. It is Serral. Alright, man, you know these players. That's why you clicked. Okay, so this is a very short rush distance map. So, is it safe to... Oh, there we go. 15 hatch here from Serral. He knows about the rush distance. Doesn't want to get hatch blocked, so he goes at 15 supply instead of 16. That is adjusting to the map. That is full show. Hello, fire beetle. What's going on? What's going on this map? Ash is flying through the air. We've got gold minerals all over the place, but you can't mine them. Is there any high income mineral patches that you can actually mine on this map? No. I feel like this is a little bit of false advertising by the map maker, but we'll let it go. Alright, man. So, 15 hatch gas pool. Gateway expand. Scouted not a pool first. It is very safe to do. And an overlord scouting around. Alright, pool finishes. How many lings we're going to make here? 2 sets. Alright, so again, worrying about an early adept is a fair concern. Considering, again, the short rush distance means early pressure is going to get here faster. So 2 sets of lings early instead of just the 1. I don't know. 4 is pretty normal too, though, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty normal too. Gas is a little bit later, so not going to get that speed anytime soon. He doesn't need it, but he is maybe going to go for a 3rd hatch here. What's his mineral count looking like? It's probably going to be gas. Yeah, gas and then 3rd hatch. So, so hatch is going to be a little bit later. Overlord says, okay, so we have a cyber core. Gateway is working. That's probably going to be an adept. Let's not send too many lings across the map for the adept to murder. Let's just make sure we know what this is. Maybe once the adept leaves, we'll try to sneak in and get a scout off. I like this little sneaky sneak here. Probe running away from 2 lings, but they don't have speed, so they can't catch it super easily. Oh, the ling does make it inside. The adept has to chase. Oh, and the ling scouts the Stargate opening. Sees the 2 gas saturation. Sees this is the most normal PvZ opening ever in the history of the world. And is alright, cool. I'm going to get a 3rd base now. Let's deal with an Oracle timing. It is a Void Ray. But Oracle timing is at about 3:30 versus Oracle Spore timing, right? That's when you put down your Spore at 3:30. But it's a Void Ray. So, does he know it's a Void Ray? Did he see this thing building? Kind of feel like he did. And an Oracle to follow up. Alright, man. So, Queens and Drones and Lings in the production tab here from Serral. A lot of places to expand on this map, that is for sure. And yeah, getting hits against the adepts with your queens is so darn important. And, ooh, not finishing. There's only four lings here. 4 lings versus 2 adepts is not a fair fight. But the other 2 queens would walk back, and maybe the adepts would die. So just being safe than sorry. Here is Trap. 3rd Nexus coming in. And there is an Oracle out. Let's name this Oracle. This is Oracle name 2, Electric Boogaloo. Alright, so thanks for submitting that one. Do appreciate it. Spores are now up. Yeah, so not 3:30 timing, but closer to 4 should be fine. A Spore and a Queen will chase Oracle away pretty effectively. 2 Queens will chase the Void Ray away pretty effectively too. Creep spread pushing. Connected all the bases to the creep? No, but 2nd and 3rd are connected. That's really important right now. Roachhorn is coming in here from Serral. Interesting to go for the Roachhorn when you see the Void Ray opening. Ooh, it's another Void Ray too. It's just so hard for Roaches to get anything done on offense when your opponent has Void Rays. That bonus Fisher's Armored really comes into play. The defensive roaches against a potential adept style attack, sure, I totally get that. But if you're trying to go offense with these roaches, I am extremely confused. Yeah, that third base timing for Trap is nice. It is extremely excellent. A fourth base? Yeah, I was going to say, Serral needs a fourth real fast. Oh, Oracle. Okay, not bad here. Does end up getting 5 total kills. And I think those are all, yeah, those are all drone kills. So Oracle named 2 Electric Boogaloo, doing some good stuff here. Run before the Queens cut you off. Very nicely done. Oracle gets out of there. Queens cannot cut it off. Too darn slow. And third base being defended by Queens. Void Ray showing up here would be very bad indeed. So this Void Ray from Trap is going to try to maybe poke around somewhere, but the creep spread is pretty intense, which means the Queen mobility is at its max it can be right now. Are we honestly... Okay, so we have 3 Void Rays. We're making 2 more. Is this a mass... Okay, not a mass Void Ray, but it could be a Void Ray Adept play, or Void Ray Zealot play. That's entirely possible, too. Infestation Pit coming in here from Serral. Fungal's pretty good against Voids. It means they can't run. Not being able to run is a big deal in an RTS like this. All right. Man, so Fleet Beacon and another Stargate coming in. Trap is just going Sky Toss. Just immediately, instantaneously Sky Toss here. Not messing around with Immortals or Disruptors, although there is a Robotics Bay warping in now. So, possible maybe if he needs some Colossus, he will. Overseer with speed manages to get in here. Sees the Fleet Beacon, sees the Stargate count. Fires up a hive in response here to Serral. Drones his face off while he can. And a fourth base warping in from Trap here at about 650, sub 7-minute fourth base. Loving this from Trap. He knows there's not a lot that Serral can do except for Queen Walk to try to shut this down, but doesn't seem to be what he's into here. He's got a bunch of Queens, but they all seem to be fairly defensive. He's got 9 of them at the moment. Maybe, man, even want maybe 1 additional Spore at one of these bases to deal with all of the Sky Toss that already exists. I don't know. Flux Veins coming in, okay, and 3 carriers at a time. So 7 minutes into this thing, we are getting 3 carriers at a time. Carrier timings are so super fast. Spire on the way. Got to deal with some Corruptors to deal with the incoming carriers, which he knows are very real here. Mass Void Ray is just not really a thing. Although, if you watch, there's a game that I cast fairly recently. I think it's between Raynor. Oh, who is it? Raynor and Trap? Might be. But basically, it's Sky Toss without any carriers. It's very interesting. I might have put that up as a Patreon cast. Those of you at patreon.com/TalkinPaladin. So if you're a patron, maybe check that out. It probably was posted last Saturday, so a couple days ago. Maybe even yesterday, as I believe this will be a Sunday post. Anyway, carriers confirmed. I mean, these carriers are up here on the creep anyway, so it's not like they're hiding. So Greater Spire. So instantly going for the Greater Spire before making any Corruptors at all. Just making some Vipers. If this number of carriers shows up, you can abduct them into your Queens and actually take them down. So that's why those guys are heading back. Overseer's like, are you making more? Well, there's a Twilight Council, additional gateways. Are you going to fire up a ground army response to this? Because a ground army versus Mass Queen is actually pretty good. Serral getting a 5th base right across from his 4th. Ooh, I don't know why that Observer was in that range of that many Spores, but not a good time. Not for at all. Corruptors in production. Adrenal Glands on the way. Now starting +1/+1 for the Lings. I don't have the greatest attack or armor upgrades, but Adrenal is like a 40% increase into attack speed. So it's insanely good. It's like 30, I guess. But still, always get Adrenal. If you have a hive, just get Adrenal. If you're not planning on making Lings, you may need to make Lings, and you want them to hit fast. I know I do when I'm playing Zerg. On Protoss side, I don't know. Disruptors for splash damage. War Prism here too. Maybe some Disruptor drops would be pretty fantastic. Templar Archives finishes up. We're going to get some Dude, Broodlords. This is 9-minute Brood. This is one of the fastest Broodlord plays I've ever seen. I guess the short rust distance means that your creep spread is faster. You can get your creep spread out across the map earlier, which means Queen Broodlord is a little bit more effective. Which it really looks like that's what this is. He's going to push with the Broodlords and the Queens supporting them with transfuse mostly. And their anti-air, obviously. Yeah, this is interesting. This is really, really interesting. Both players effectively maxed out. Little Archon drop harass here. Kickback or throwback to 2019 when that was all the rage. Corruptors, Roaches, more Broodlords. Wow. He's already got 5. Actually, is that just the 5? 6. He's got 6. So the Void Rays are amazing versus the Corruptors and the Broodlords, but not the Queens. So that's the play here, is you want the Queens to engage here with the Void Rays and the Corruptors to hit the Carriers and the Broodlords to hit the Disruptors, ideally. Big old Zealot attack. This has become more and more popular in this matchup, though. Oh, is that a Warpin? Yeah, Archon drop with a Zealot Warpin. Dude, crap is everywhere right now. Dude, the drone count. The drone count is getting hurt at the moment. Banelings do want to hit the Zealots, but can't quite take them down. Transfusing the hatch, and Queens are trying to kill the Zealots before they take the hatchery down. And there are enough Queens here to do it. The transfuses are amazing, too. Another Warpin of Zealots here. These Roaches, there are not enough Roaches against charge lots. 9 drones go down. Other drones are hiding, but how long can they hide? Greater Spire getting sniped and denying upgrades for these Corruptors. And Broodlords would be incredible. That is a denial. That is a dead... Yeah, that upgrade not happening. Denied. Fire Carapace level 2. Nothing else going to get denied here, but Void Rays poking around at the natural base. Abduct, and okay. Recall out of there. Void Rays dying, drones dying. Was that enough economic damage? I don't know that it was. 9 drones is a big number, but no hatcheries went down. The Spire getting killed. The Greater Spider dying. The Greater Spire dying was a humongous deal. That was super bad. Because it canceled one upgrade, and then Serral had to cancel the other upgrade that was happening in order to turn this Spire into a Greater Spire. So he's behind on his upgrades now. He's got a +1 Flyer Carapace, but he doesn't have +1 attack. He was working on it. He was forced to cancel it because of the other cancel. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Mothership on the way here from Trap. Zealots not happy about the Roaches. I guess the Roaches are here to deal with those Zealot run-bys, which again are oh so popular in this matchup right now. Dude, Trap he's getting a 6th now. He's getting a 6th now. He's ahead in economy here against Serral. That income tab telling us all of the story. Another Zealot attack. Checking to see, is there a base we can kill here? No? Great, whatever. But Ling Roach against this? Yeah, not even fair. Get on out. Get on out of there. I'm waiting for Serral to take another base, and maybe this one based on the creep spread pattern, or this one based on where the defense is. And 3 more Stargates coming in here from Trap. I mean, we are setting up for macro of all macros right now. Resources lost are pretty minimal, 5,000 each. Nobody has any real advantage there. There hasn't really been a big battle to this point. It's been a few skirmishes, a few units have died here and there. Right, actually 28 Zealots is a lot of Zealots. 69 Lings, nice, is also a lot of Lings, but other than that, it's like 1 unit here, 2 units here, a couple Void Rays, couple Banelings. That guy, early warning means you're dead in this game. You're the early warning system, you're probably gonna die. Dark Shrine coming in. It's not really a Dark Shrine when behind move. I think this is more like getting a Dark Shrine just for the heck of it because you can right now move. Traps maxed out. Beautiful feedbacks. Oh my gosh. Beautiful feedbacks on those Vipers. Just sick. That's why you have the High Templar in your army. It's for them feedbacks on them Vipers. They have to go suck more energy off of buildings, making them squishier when you come to kill them later. Kindness plating coming in, so going to try to get some Ultras up, but that's why there's Immortals, that's why there's Disruptors, that's why there are Archons. I mean, a lot of things are pretty good against Ultras. High Templar are not one of those things. You got to protect them. A little bit of a very, very tiny... Is this an 8th base from Trap? Good heavens. And a 9th base from him. He's going to save this with the cloak because there's no detection here, which means Serral has to back out. Yeah. Okay, seriously. Trap is double expanding right now. He's already at 1, 2, 3, 4. He's at 6. That's a 7 and an 8 expansion. And Serral's just not all that interested in expanding. I don't know what's going on with him. Okay, Extractor Snipe is excellent. Storm and the Corruptors get too close. Incredibly well placed. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess he's got 6. Okay. I guess he took this low ground one when I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I did see it and I thought it was a different base. So he's got 6, but a 7 and 8 expansion here from Trap is pretty nuts. I'm really surprised. I guess maybe this is too far on the edges. Okay, so this base is going to die. These Lings have got +2 attack and Adrenal. That's a cancel. He sees it. He sees the writing on the wall, Trap does, and he just backs right the heck on out. Void Rays clearing the creep. And Trap just kind of poking here. He doesn't want to engage on creep. Nobody ever wants to engage on creep, but the recall! Pow! Hey, we heard you like Protoss. Here's some Protoss in your base. Do you want to be here? There's a ton of spores. The spores are reburrowing in good positions, killing interceptors all over the place. Broodlings take down a High Templar. Spine Crawler, no! Does not finish off that High Templar as he's running, but the Mothership dies to the Corruptor Ball, which isn't huge, but it's good enough. And Trap has to back on out. He kills an Overlord. 3 drones go down. That was pretty damaging, but could have been a lot worse. Honestly, well reacted to there by Serral. Is this group trying to go right side? Some cannons here. No shield batteries and a Void Ray. Void Ray seems pretty strong to defend against, you know, roaches and Zerglings. Tempest coming in. It's time for the Tempest play to deal with 1, the Broodlords, and 2, the Spore Crawler Forest, which is already pretty much in existence, as there are 33 of them on the map. Not all in the same place. You know, the Spore Crawler Forest isn't just one giant group of spores. They're spread out. It's a line. It's a line of spores. Boy, resources lost, 8,900 and 9,400. Mothership down. 1 carrier's died today. Only 2 Void Rays, 2 Infestors. 82 Lings, 19 drones is a pretty good number, but at this stage, I mean, Serral doesn't... Losing those 19 drones is not going to cost him the game. The reason worker kill counts count, especially in the first 5 or 6 minutes, is that harming the Zerg economy really makes it hard for them to deal with those first pushes, both from Terran and from Protoss. Prismatic Alignment? No, Parasitic Bomb, though. And split. Not splitting all that well, Trap. Dude, buddy. All right. Took some damage. Didn't need to take it. Shield batteries will help with some of that, though. And Trap low ground expanding. Yeah, there are a bunch of places to expand on this map. Tectonic Destabilizers coming in, that bonus damage from the Tempest against buildings like Spores especially. And DT Blink coming in. Shadow Stride from Trap. Ultralisk production for Serral is on the way. Creep spread pushing. Is that a Zealot trying to mess with his base over here by Serral? Probably. I'm gonna make a safe assumption and say that it was. Big old Zealot run by, gets caught up on some spines and then decides to bypass. Oh, the Baneling Nest is the target here. Just kidding, Greater Spire. Just kidding. Spire. Says less HP compared to the Greater Spire, so we can kill it more easily, and it is working on an upgrade. Serve it. Okay, they saved it. Wait, no! Oh my gosh, that was close. Oh no! It's another denied upgrade. That's +3 flyer he was working on. Has to restart. It wasn't that deep into the upgrade time, so it's probably okay. Man, this creep spread is just kissing this base of traps right now. Banelings, kind of, sure, why not? Crushing into cannons and stuff. The Ultralisk is here to clear things out, though. Don't worry, ma'am. I'm here now to deal with all of your Nexus destruction needs. Just kidding, some Stalkers arrive. Bonus damage versus Armored means they're good against Roaches, they're good against Ultras. They're traditionally very bad against Zerglings. And actually surprisingly bad against Banes if they're clumped up in big numbers. Ow. Oh man, there's enough Corruptors to one-shot these suckers. Okay, Void Ray count getting thinned out quite nicely here by Serral. That is 7 Void Rays down. Only 1 Corruptor has died today, which is actually stupid impressive. Hey, the Ultras and Lings are back down this way. Oh, there's Lings now, so the Stalkers have to worry about it. Yeah, so they don't go for the big kill. They don't want to take down the Nexus if they don't have to. Coming on in, Microbial Shroud is up. I repeat, Microbial Shroud on display. Fungal on the Mothership, which makes it more easy to get to not get abducted because... Oh, you can abduct it. You just can't That's right. You can't neural parasite it because it's a heroic unit. Interesting. Are we going to chase in here now? Sure. So Baneling... Oh, a bit of an Artosis Pylon there. Depowering. So this Ultra has not killed any Nexuses yet, but has killed a lot of probes and a lot of other peripheral stuff. He dead now, but he, 18 kills on this guy. He dies well. Impressive stuff there. Serral's at 186 supply. Banks are looking pretty good for both players right now. We are getting more Infestors. Neural Parasite is getting Research. There's Revelation getting tossed down. I like how that shows you're under attack on the minimap, which is dumb. These Lings, they got +3 attack. Oh, yeah, they got Adrenal. These are Cracklings. They will take down your Nexuses instantly. All right, so Trap is really slowed down on his ability to expand here today. He's tried to expand to a bunch of different places on the map here, including these two corners, but has not been able to hold them really for any length of time. That top left one got canceled before it could even finish completion, so yeah, more Banelings. I mean, this is late game PvZ in 2021 in a nutshell. Oracle down! Goodbye, Oracle, named 2. Electric Boogaloo. Was that the only one to die today? No, there's been 3 that have been killed, so probably that was not Electric Boogaloo. Neural Parasite long upgrade. 3 attack, 3 ground attack, gateway, whatever, ground attack units, and +3 armor. For the air is pretty good. Why does that have a 1 next to it? I guess 1 upgrade of that is happening right now. I just realized that. 1 building is upgrading pathogen glands right now. 2 overlords are being made. Oh, no, I guess this is 1 pathogen glands upgrade happening right now is what that is. 1 +3 attack is happening right now. Huh. I wonder, is that always, am I crazy? Has it always had a 1 next to it for upgrades? I'm probably just overlooking things, as I do sometimes. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this, by the way. This has been a pretty darn good PvZ. Very strategic, very back and forth right now. This creep spread, though. Serral's creep spread has always been good. Ling's Banes on these little, shield battery cannon setups. It's a good way to deal with it. Killing shield batteries with fully upgraded Lings is pretty easily done. Oh, bad probe transfer right into the war zone. And then Lings get out. Serral keeps his dudes alive. Oh, nope. Static defense, especially Spines, not going to do very well against fully gosh darn upgraded Archons and Stalkers, especially those 2 things. The push in, the Broodlords are firing from the safety of the creep, taking out a couple cannons. The Tempests show up and the Broodlords back out. Infestors in the mix here too. The Spellcasters for Serral are super duper important. Everyone gets chased away by the Cracklings. You need to run when the Cracklings arrive. Get a surround on it before it gets back to safety. Come on, got it. No need for a surround. These are +3 Cracklings. Another mothership on the way. Time Warp gets tossed down fairly uselessly, but it does kind of zone Serral out of this location. Still, no one has taken this. I love the Burrowed Ling play there. Serral's taking this top left as his own, which I think he needs. If you're splitting the map in half equally as a Zerg player, you're probably going to lose against a Protoss and a Terran. You need to either get some incredible trades or have at least 1 more base than they do worth of economy, because resources lost are going to favor them. Although today, 25,000 lost for Trap and only 21,000 for Serral. So Serral winning that one, crazily enough. Oh, man. I mean, this is... Yeah, Revelation, just because your army is slower, right? Carriers aren't really fast. Tempests are pretty fast, but Corruptors and Vipers are zippy. Just knowing where they are is really nice. Archons are back. This time we brought High Templar. If you send Lings after us, we'll be ready. Once again, more cannons dying to Broodlings. They are 3 attack Broodlings. They benefit from that upgrade at the Evolution Chamber. Nobody's responding to this? I get the Lings are like, well, we would, except, there's the High Templar back here, and they'll just storm us into oblivion. That's not good. Disruptors coming in. Catching a Queen. Residual damage on that Spore Crawler, too. And this hatch is going to die. I guess they're trying to... Okay, so the High Templar die before they can get anything off, which is a problem, but there's not enough Lings to actually kill the Archon, so this hatch is going to go down. Resources lost, 29,000 for Trap, 24,000 for Serral. Still more lost for Le Protoss. Production tab empty for Trap, but he's pretty maxed out. I guess his upgrades are insanely good, too. Oh, Void Ray's finding the top left base. There's no Void Ray defense over here, is there? No prismatic alignment. Short work of that hatch. Serral replacing the one at the 6 o'clock that he lost. DTs blink out of there. They do. Oh, see? It's an escape vector for DTs. It's not just a blink on top of your opponent, close the distance quickly and start hacking at a maneuver, which it is. That's very good for DT blink, but the ability to escape from situations that are bad is also really good. It's like Stalker blink. It's the same thing. Hey! Broodlord down. Tempest down. Fair trades. Fair trades here today. Disruptor. Again, this is a pig replay as part of the pig fest that he did on Twitch. Just always constantly streaming on Twitch. If you ever need StarCraft 2 content, Pig is likely going to be around. Again, link in the description to his Twitch channel and his YouTube channel, which is both very successful. Pig is great. He's been doing this for a very long time. Ultra's got to get out of there. Baneling's kind of trying to make their piece here to escape onto the creep. Run! The creep makes us faster. Spore up. One spore here to defend against, you know, a lot of Sky Toss. It's not great. The Broodlords take the opportunity to assault this low ground base. But the top left of Serral, that needs to be a cancel, and it's not. That's just a kill. Ow. That's not great at all. And then once again, just kind of clearing out cannons so the Lings can come in and do what they need to do without having to deal with cannons. I like it. I mean, they're not killing any probes because there's a million shield batteries here, but they're draining the energy off the probes, which is nice. Or the shield batteries, rather. And the probes, I guess. Trap taking this bottom right side base again. And just another small poke and harassing here with Archons. Single spine is not enough to stop me. I am more powerful than you'll ever imagine. Plus 3 Archons, man. These Lings? No, not enough. Not enough Lings. These Ultras? Yeah, that's enough. This is, I mean, good heavens. Ow, ow, and oh my gosh, ow. That Ultra died, though. So 1 Ultra for like 3 Archons is probably a fair trade if you are a Zerg. Although, is he going to make it out? We're trying to surround. Oh my gosh, he makes it out. 15 shields, 10 HP. Another poke in here from Trap. Doing what Trap does. 5 DTs warping in at once. All right. That's cool. I gotta say, I feel like this is a Trap victory. Serral has not been able to hold this top left base, and he's not been able to get the bottom right base either. Trap has lost more resources, though. So, I mean, if that's even, maybe Serral can win this even without that base advantage that is generally so necessary. He's just done a good job babysitting his unit, doing some transfuses, running Lings out instead of just letting them suicide into situations, right? Oh man, the Banelings on these DTs would be incredible. Brought an Overseer. Okay, so the Baneling, oh, forcing them into Archons. I mean, it's either that or die to Ling Baneling, right? And you die anyway. Fair enough. Cannon down. Lings. Okay, that Stalker is dead. Get out of here, Stalker. You too, get out of here, Stalker. Void Ray push on the bottom right. Not going super well. Corruptors have responded to that excellently. 50 Lings are in production right now. Good gravy. Miss maybe. Amazing stuff here. Ow, ow, ow. Big old Zealot run by. Ling Ultra is enough to deal with that. Serral's map awareness going very, very well for him. Pulling back to Cannon Shield Battery. Not a bad place for these Zealots to go. That's exactly what happens. Baneling's coming up. He wants to deal with this base, Serral does. He knows it's here. He sniffs it out by the fact that there are cannons. Changeling down to see what's what, to see exactly what we're dealing with. And there are High Templar here, but not enough energy for Storm. Very temporarily, though. They're temporarily embarrassed. Fungal High Templar. Temporarily embarrassed millionaires that Americans are, that people say sometimes. There are no poor people in America, just temporarily embarrassed millionaires, I believe is the phrase. All right, continuing to push, spreading out. Pre-spreading here against the fungal, against the parasitic bomb. This hatch is going to go down. Assimilation successful on Archons is pretty good. Oh my gosh, this is not good for Trap, though. He is just getting jumped on by these Corruptors all of a sudden. His army just got wiped out. The good news for him is that he has a massive bank. He's working this into 8 carriers and like 15 stalkers. Bam. He's doing fine. 2 infestors, 3 ultras, 14 lings on the way. Resources lost 48,000 for Trap and 37 for Serral. I gotta rethink my strategy here about having more bases than the Protoss. If you can have that much of a discrepancy and your resources lost, you are gonna be fine without having an extra base here. He's trying to blink back against fully upgraded cracklings, which is like, okay. Yeah, that was a good effort, Trap. It was a good effort. Good try. Not exactly enough, though. Serral is closer to max out the Trap is because these carriers are a big part of the supply that Trap does not have yet. So I think pushing on this base and killing it might just be GG. Although this bottom right base from Trap is an important source of income. These Broodlords are kind of providing some service here today, but they haven't necessarily allowed for the death of any base. Blink, Stalk, Curse underneath the Broodlords. Binding Cloud says you can't fire. Deal with this. Oh my gosh. Fungal means they can't blink either because it kind of roots you from doing that. Oh my gosh, that was sick. That was a sick play from Serral. Did my camera just permanently mess up? Or has that always been the angle that we're looking at here? I think maybe it is. Yeah. Anyway, sometimes my brain gets confused. Hey, Serral's taking the top left. Just kidding. No, he's not. There are stalkers here with +3 attack trying to shut that down. So Trap's in trouble. I'm going to give it a Trap's in trouble rating, although his carriers are here now. So never mind. There was that tiny, tiny window. Another hatch killed, by the way. And that is 4 hatcheries down for only 1 Nexus. That is a good metric to look at, too, when you're trying to decide who's winning this thing. 6 probes die as Banelings roll through this low ground Nexus. I mean, there's a bunch of minerals left here. That's nice. 18 probes down. Are you going to replace those? Let's just make more carriers and Void Rays. 40 workers is fine for me, says Trap. 33 for Serral seems a bit concerning. But he's kind of mining all of his bases out, and this top left is really hard for him to hold. Once again, a Lingbane assault on this bottom right, killing it. 3 minutes ago would have been nice, but as it stands, that is not what happened. So, next best thing is killing it now. Banelings, no High Templar here at all. So actually pulling units back. Oh, he forced a recall to save it. God, recall is so good. Stalker's killing this top left base again. All right, man. Trap's gone from being in kind of trouble to being in complete control of this game. He saves that bottom right base and denies Serral's ability to take that top left. Serral has a ginormous bank, which is the only thing that is making me feel... Oh, the feedbacks, though! Oh, my gosh, the feedbacks, though. Those infestors got taken out of the play real fast by that. Another hatch down. I mean, that is 6... hatcheries killed today in 1 match. That is a big, big scary number. Lings. Once again, not going for the big Nexus, going for probes, going for smaller attacks. Because he knows maybe he doesn't have the time to take the Nexus down. Although in this situation, I kind of feel like he did. But then the Void Rays show up and it's time to back out. Maybe get Unassimilator and then back on out there. He's just doing a great job keeping his stuff alive. He's babysitting his units more than I've seen, a Zerg player in a very, very long time. Babysitting units, keeping them alive when they would otherwise die is something that high-level players do. Terrans and Protoss and Zerg alike. Man, hit that like button if you're enjoying this match. And again, be sure to check out Pig on YouTube, because I'm sure most of you guys don't bother with Twitch. This is a feedback High Templar if ever I saw one. Feedback targets and dead. Suicide run. Okay, bottom right base for Trap. Still actively mining. Serral's like, I really like for this to die today. Can we... The recall is on cooldown. It is. Excellent. Let's go. And then pushing up in this way, abducting the mothership. Trying to take it down. Fungals on everything. The Void Rays, Parasitic Bomb, forcing splits. At the same time, another fungal tossed down for retreat purposes there. The Broodlords are running because they're not very fast. They need to run hard. Trying to turn a corner here, trying to mess with the AI pathing on these Archons on the ground, but the Broodlords are all going to die. The bottom right base finally dies, but at what cost? Trap loses that source of income. However, Serral is here, And, no, Serral is not here. Trap is wiping another base out. Serral, his 27 Corruptors on the way. Can he do this? Is this turning into a base race? This Nexus is down. Trap's just on a rampage right now. He is on the warpath. Void Ray's coming into the main to wipe that stuff out. Carrier's here to deal with a random Spire at the third that's existed for a while, I assume. Back up to the backup to the backup. And then the Hive goes down because it's already super injured from the previous attacks. Serral losing his tech structures means he can't use his Bing because effectively, as he would like to, I mean, do you want to base race this? Not with as many Corruptors. I guess Caustic Spray is pretty good, but man, another hatch. That's 9 hatches and a Hive that have died today. That's a ginormous number. Is Recall available now? It is! And here it comes. Recall shows up. Serral back set. Oh, what recalled? On Archon? That's not enough. Never mind. Wow. Alright, so this base is going to die after all. I guess maybe too busy killing Zerg bases. The Void Ray is waiting for that Prismatic Alignment to cool down here. Does last for some time. Hatch down. That is the 10th hatch killed. Alright, man. How many times have we seen 10 hatcheries killed in a ZVP and the Zerg player wins? At least once. I can think of a specific game, but it's not very common. 11 hatcheries and a Hive down is a massive, crazy number. Serral's top left base is just cursed. This is never going to happen ever in the history of mankind. Serral somehow still has, I guess this base is income. That's mined out, that's mined out, that's mined out. Trap's income is not happening. Serral has income and a bigger bank, though it's not massive. He's making 8 more Broodlords. Interesting choice. All right, so abducting... Oh my gosh. Abducting into your Corruptors is always pretty good. God, Void Rays with Flux Veins are so zippy. Turn fire, turn fire. Ah, Prismatic Alignment came up. Don't do that anymore. Run from the Archons. You can't do anything about Archons. No, bad angle there. Bad angle there. Where are the Broodlords, though? He's got to be pulling back to where the Broodlords are, right? Yes, yes, he is. All the way really wants to kill this 1 HP Void Ray. It'd be nice if that guy would die, but no. He gets back to the shield batteries. Whoop, the ding. We made it. Trap back on creep. He's not trying to get more sources of income, guys. Trap is trying to win this thing right now. Is it going to work? I don't know. Got a pretty good army. Wow, yes, GG. Serral taps out. Trap is your winner. Where did the Broodlords go? And why is he not counting on those for anything? What the heck? Okay, hold on, hold on. Hit that like button if you enjoyed that one, Protoss fans, though. A bit of a very... Okay, so this is it, right? Is he just going to lose too many Corruptors? Does he just not... Okay. What are we looking at here? 27 Corruptors, wow, versus 14 Carriers. Yeah, the Corruptors can win that battle, but the problem is the Archons are here, and the Void Rays are here. He's got the Broodlords. Is it lack of spellcasters that's his biggest... Yeah, you know what? Wow, hold on, hold on. He went from having, well, a Viper... A Viper... When does his Infestor group get wiped out? Okay, he has a Viper for a while here. 3 Vipers. Where does Infestor Ball go? Here they are. So, when did they die? I guess here, right? When you're chasing? When Trap makes his move? Oh, there it is. He just obliterates the Infestor count. I mean, that is so much gas. That is so much important spell casting that just dies. And every single Infestor dies during that engagement. Okay, fair enough. Every Infestor goes down. His Viper count was at 1. His ability to cast, I mean, honestly, to cast Blinding Cloud, Fungal, Neural Parasite, all of that was gone. And you need spellcasters to deal with this army. Corruptor Broodlord is just not going to be enough. You can't engage with it. So fair enough. I almost thought that was going to be a base race for a minute. Man, Trap won this game with no income. None. I mean, he has this 1 mineral patch he's mining from. That's not 0, but it's very close to 0. And that's it. He just, at the end of the game, he's got no spellcasters at all. Oh, he's down to 6 corruptors? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So the corruptors died after the GG because Trap stuck around for a minute. Yeah, okay. So he's got 27. And then he sees how many Archons and everything there are. Army values 146 to 114. That's it. Okay, so yeah, he's got 27 corruptors, and then they kind of stick around after Serral leaves and the Archons killed them all. So that doesn't count. That's totally a lie. So resources lost 74 to 72. Okay, remember when Serral had a massive resources lost lead here today? It was like 10,000, and now Serral has 2,000 more resources lost. That's it. That is Trap being incredibly cost efficient with his Sky Toss over the last, I mean, what? Man, over the last 10 minutes or so? Man, all right, man. Trap. Trap is super, super good with carriers, Archons, Void Rays. He's got High Templar. He's got 111 Interceptors, 7 Probes. And I feel like this is his only source of income right now. Okay, so maybe these 2. 3 super sparse mineral patches. But man, Spellcasters is the name of the game here. I like this map, Glittering Ashes. It's compact, but not too compact. Anyway. Anywho, good stuff, man. All right. So that right there is going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a really great 37-minute ZVP on Glittering Ashes. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.